Hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday. Oh, yeah, you guys can see it. My lights are on now. My lights are on, my Christmas lights. I don't think I had them on last night. But it is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. And today, actually, I just wanted to open up the platform for you guys to chat with me about anything relating to recovery. So I don't have a teaching or anything specific planned. Um, just wanted to say hello, open it up for y'all, Q&A, or anything you want to share. So I'm going to be here for maybe about 15 or 20 minutes. And if there's any heart, then obviously I'm going to share that as well. But how's your week going? It is Tuesday, and it doesn't feel like Tuesday. It feels like a Friday for me already, because I'm ready for the work week to be over, but I'm not done. I'm doing overnight shifts tonight and tomorrow, and day shifts, so I'm praying it's actually going to be a quiet Tuesday and a quiet Wednesday for me. But how are you guys doing? Where are you working? What is going on with y'all? This is the month of Divine Establishment Squared. When I was doing my start of the month writing for this month, I was kind of expecting something different and unique from last month, because last month was the month of Divine Establishment. But no, all I heard in my spirit was it is Divine Establishment still, but squared. So I think that means a little extra this month in our lives that we can expect and hope for. So yeah, Recovery Tuesday. So basically, this is kind of like soul strengthening sessions. For those of you that have been with me for a little bit, you remember that I did soul strengthening sessions for a very long time. Basically, I teach on the inner healing journey in the soul strengthening sessions. And so Recovery Tuesdays is kind of like that. It's just a little bit more open. Hi, welcome. How are you, Kari? I'm glad you can join tonight. So Recovery Tuesdays, and on my Instagram, I usually just share, usually it's actually been a while since I've shared much, but I usually just share a little bit on recovery. So this is your time. Good, I'm glad you're good. Welcome. This is y'all's time to share and talk about anything recovery related. I'm here for support. I'm here for guidance. I'm here to encourage you and support you. So you guys, this is your time. This is your platform. So ask away, share away. Remember this too. Testimony is power. You really, when you share your struggles, you share your testimony, you're actually empowering others to be brave to share theirs as well. And you also share from your strength that you have gained from your journey. So remember that. Good, I'm glad. I'm so glad. Hi. Yo, I need my glasses. Just a second. So let's see. I want to say hi to everybody. Laura. Hi, Laura. Radioactive. Hi, how's it going? Radioactive. Griffey. That's the funniest thing anybody's ever said to me. Well, I don't know, maybe not. You think I look like Barack Obama? That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. That's hilarious. I'm good, thank you. So you guys have any questions or share anything on recovery? Anybody understand this or are in this place of recovery of something? Are you going through something and you're seeking recovery on it? Where are you guys from, by the way? Where are you at? What time is it over there? How's your week going? Are you already set up for Christmas? Hopefully by now everybody's kind of in the Christmas spirit, as they say. Show a little extra love, a little extra patience, a little extra kindness this month with everybody. Because you can go in either direction. You can let it all get to you and be irritable with everybody, or you can just remember that kindness and gentleness and love is the mark. Hi. Screed. How do you say that? Screedly? Hi. Deepak Kumar. You want to challenge? You want to challenge me on what? A question? I'm ready. You can ask away. Hi, Wizaroon. Hi, Dalen. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet all of you. Glad you're here. Thank you for the support. I'm here to support y'all. So, y'all have any questions? You all want to share anything? Let's go. Let's talk. Recovery Tuesdays. Again, so I do have an anxiety class tomorrow. I'm going to be here tomorrow at 7-ish. I know y'all, I've been late for my live streams. But I will be talking about anxiety tomorrow. So just FYI, if that's something you struggle with, tomorrow is our live stream to share. Challenge you at sports and fitness competition. There's no competition. You will win. You will win at sports. So I do have a dance background. It's been ages. I actually used to teach dance for a living. And right now, y'all, I would not be confident at all to do any kind of competition. However, I will take the challenge to continue my recovery and getting my physical health back, because that is where I'm at right now. I am getting back to my physical health. So, challenge accepted. Give me 6 months. So by June of next year, maybe May, check back with me and see how I'm doing. Thank you, Joanna. That is very kind of you. Oh, highlight volume. So nothing fancy. It's just my phone, to be honest. But I think what you're saying is the lighting in here, because I have my little Christmas lights, sparkly, twinkly lights. I love lights, you guys. We decorated, my husband and I decorated on the day after Thanksgiving, because I really feel like the day after Thanksgiving is when Christmas starts, because I like to milk the fall as best and as long as I can. So yeah, we're enjoying our little twinkly lights everywhere. Don't eat past 8:30 and 0 soda. That's true. Thank you, and likewise. Yes. Yes. So the soda, it's funny you bring up soda, because I actually didn't have soda for like 15 years. And then I met my husband. Just kidding, babe. So I started drinking soda like 2 years ago, I think. Maybe, yeah, 2023. But it was just occasionally. It was like, it's Friday night, we're getting pizza, I want a Dr. Pepper, I haven't had them in ages. And then it turned into every week, and then it turned into, oh no! You guys, did y'all see that? That was a power surge. Are we getting a storm? Sorry, y'all. That's crazy. But we're back. We're good, and I'm on my phone, so the stream wasn't interrupted. But yeah, soda's a sometimes food, and by sometimes it's probably more like Christmas, birthday, you know. But yeah, major difference. I agree with that. Let's see. I feel like you guys are sending more. What sports can you beat me at in 6 months? I don't know. I wouldn't consider dance a sport. Some would consider it athletic, but how about maybe a dance competition? How's that sound? A choreography competition. Let's try that. I started exercising for mental health, but it's helping my physical health as well. Yes. Yes. And actually, that is because we're all connected, spirit, soul, and body. So it's interesting, right? Because it's like for some of us, we're in a season where our physical health is great, but our mental health is a mess. So pouring into the physical obviously helps the mental health, and the other way around too. So if my mental health is struggling, sometimes that is my catapult to get me, get those endorphins going, get those hormones in order. And sometimes it's the other way around, where, you know, it's the other way around. So, but it's all interconnected. So one pours into the other. Definitely, totally agree with that. How's it going, Jay? Thanks for saying hello. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and for us females, yes, we do have those times where we need the extra sugar and carbs. So it's sort of a natural rhythm, but it can get out of hand if we allow it to. Yeah, I know, that's crazy, right? That was just a weird power surge. I'm not sure. I'm actually gonna have to check that actually in a little bit because I have to go to work here, and I see if anything else happened. But anyways, so what else, y'all? What else do y'all want to talk about tonight? I got a good maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Oh, is it really? Yeah, I bet it's cold over there right now. So I'm in Central Texas, and we got our first cold front, well, like big cold front, on Sunday. It kind of feels like winter here, or at least Texas winter. My husband laughs because he's from Iowa, and it's not even the same thing. But so, anyways, yeah. So, anybody want to talk about specific recovery? Anything you're going through right now that you need a little guidance or encouragement? I am here, and I am available to chat. By the way, I do one-to-one sessions for inner healing, therapeutic art. So if that's something you're interested in, you can reach out to me. No, not wrestling. Although my kids love wrestling. My kids love wrestling right now. My daughter's getting into wrestling a lot, which is cute, right? It's super cute. Thank you for the compliments. I will let my husband know. No, not boxing. I don't know. Boxing seems kind of violent, actually. But everybody has different tastes, you know? Everybody has different preferences on what they like. So I come from Spurs country, San Antonio Spurs. So basketball is a big deal over there. It's definitely something that we're very familiar with. And also, I don't know, we've done pretty good over the years, over the decades. My sons both play basketball, so they're very in the loop of that sport for sure. I'm just going back to see if I missed anything, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, awesome. Okay, so question. Oh, I have a question. Does seasonal depression get worse as you get older? I don't know that I could say yes or no to that, because I think that if you're speaking specifically about like seasonal affective disorder, like SAD, I don't think that has an age. I think that has to do with the environment. Also, remember, if you do live in the north, if you do live in a climate that's a lot of cold and not a lot of sun, or you just don't get to get out as much, or even if you don't get out as much and and there's nothing stopping you, you can get more depressed because of that. And it's amazing actually how God created things so accessible and available to us, like the sun. You get all your vitamin D from the sun. In fact, if you were out more, which this is actually something I need to work on, especially because I go to work and I come to my room and I relax, and then I don't get out as much as I should. But vitamin D is one of the biggest keys to making sure that your body is functioning in optimal health, because vitamin D is the vitamin that supports the other vitamins working properly in your body. So that's a big one. So if you're in a place where you don't get a lot of sun, or especially right now it's getting colder, you probably want to look into taking vitamin D, or but there are ways to handle depression in spite of the environmental oppression. And this is where I come in, because this is what I do. I'm a life coach. I help people process pain and trauma through the arts, as I do believe that the arts are the way to access those parts of us that are hurting, that are sad, that are depressed, that are angry, that are stressed. So, yeah. Yes. Yes, you probably will, actually. Okay, that's good. Yeah. That is true, Jay. That, yes, of course. I mean, we have to protect, as I've been sharing in the last series that I did, we have to protect our mind from harassing spirits that would come against us to try and bring us down, or disrespect us, dishonor us, discourage us. And that is definitely a daily battle, no matter where you are. And obviously, a lot of that you can work through and recover from. Yeah, so I actually teach a lot on anxiety and depression, you guys. And tomorrow I do have the live stream if you guys are interested in that. Depression is connected to anxiety. And as I teach it, it is one of the two places that you'll go when you're anxious, which is down. As I said, the depths of depression, and the opposite, and this is per Revelation, the opposite is anger. So you either, in other words, you're going to either wrestle with anger in all of those stages and states when you get anxious, and that is to say, I project my anxiety outward, or you internalize it and it becomes depression in all those stages and states. Yeah. Of course, there's different stages of depression, and different, and again, that has to do with where are you when you're in this space. But you can recover. You can at the very least, you can get to a place where you learn how to manage it. Not just with medication or one specific way, but different ways that you can learn how to manage it. And part of that is understanding your roots and your triggers. Yes. Yes. And then some of us go between the two. So some of us, when we're anxious, we get agitated with people, or we would just withdraw and keep it inside. And sometimes you go between the two. So it's important to know where you go. And I'll teach more on this tomorrow. But because that's the key right there, is knowing self and knowing self well. Aw. Deepakumar, you're just set on wrestling, huh? Are you on the wrestling team in school? What grade are you in? So my encouragement to you, Joanna, my encouragement to you is, as you say, under the blanket, which is interesting actually, because I feel I have my blanket right here, one of my blankets. Actually, I have a lot of blankets, but I have one of my blankets right here, and it's very therapeutic. For you, it's important to find something that's physical that comforts you. Because part of the anxiety and depression battle is grounding self. And this is something I've recovered a lot from it, but I'm also still recovering from anxiety. But one of the things that we have to come to the knowledge of for ourselves is to know, number one, my roots. What is the root of my anxiety and my depression? There is a root. Then I have to know my triggers, because there's something that when I'm around it, whether it's perceived or invisible or real, it gets to that part of myself that I still haven't healed from. And that's why I get triggered, and that's why I go into my default mode, and that's why I respond the way I respond. So I need to know my triggers. And then once I do, it's still another level of recovery, because even once I know my triggers, then I have to remember, okay, now that I know my triggers, what do I do to help myself in this moment to continue to go from victory to victory? So very important. Yes, amen. He does love all people. I agree. Absolutely. And really, yes, spiritually, I have to be anchored to have that that rescue rope, if you will, to help me out of my depression or my anxiety or my stress, whatever it is. Super important. Do you drive? Y'all are hilarious. Do you drive a Ford? That's your question, Jay? That's hilarious. No. Unless you're asking somebody else if they drive a Ford. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Is that supposed to be like a derogatory question? Like a silly question, high school question? I'm not sure. But y'all are funny. And then I'll never forget someone saying that I look like Barack Obama. That's gold right there. That's funny. So I think I can do highlights on my videos, or actually they're kind of random, but I kind of hope that I kind of hope that YouTube does the highlight there because that's funny. Super funny. Okay. Y'all, do you have any other questions? Do y'all have any questions? Do you want to share anything else with me? You can email me for one-to-one sessions if you're interested. I'm still holding them at $25 a session. Those of you that are watching on the replay, this is for you as well. $25 a session, y'all. I've been doing this price all year long because it's the year 2025. But I'm going back to my normal rates, $55 an hour, at least for now, starting January 1st. So if you are interested in doing any one-to-one sessions, therapeutic art, life coaching, creative arts coaching, this is your time to set those appointments up with me because, and I'm going to keep that rate for you. If you set it before the 31st, I'll keep that rate for you for as long as we work together. So, so yeah, just wanted to give you guys that information again. By the way, Jay, just remember in the chat, we have everybody that comes to my channel, young and old. So please be respectful and courteous when you are sharing. And that goes for everybody. I think YouTube does kind of flag or like catch messages before I see them. Some of them, not all of them. But yeah, just be polite and respectful, please, everybody. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap up. I have to get ready for work. But I'm glad we got a chance to chat for a little bit. I'm glad that you guys are doing well. Those of you that are interested in the anxiety, I will be back tomorrow live streaming anxiety for us. Well, not live streaming anxiety for us, but live streaming on anxiety. And I'm not sure if I'll have a teaching per se. It might just be kind of free-flowing like this. In fact, that's kind of what I want to do and what I've been doing, just to kind of have it informal so you guys can share whatever you want. And yeah, and then Friday I'm going to be back talking about the last days, which I hope you're ready for, especially you youngins out there. You are the future. And if you've run into my channel, it's not an accident. It's not random. Okay? I want y'all ready for these days that we're in. They're crazy times. They're crazy days. And y'all need to be girded with truth and filled with love, capital T, capital L. So that's my hope for you. Thank you so much. You are too, and I appreciate you guys coming. I'll be back mañana, 7 p.m.-ish, Central Standard Time. Have a great night, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Oh, what's that? All generations say that since 1600. Yes, but 1600 was so long ago. That means we're closer than ever. And I do feel like the times reveal themselves, and we are not like times like before. There is nothing in 2025 that is like it was back in 1985, unless you read between the lines and maybe you understand that one. But yeah. Well, maybe I'll see you on Friday, Jay, and we can talk a little more about that and see. Who knows? Anything can happen between today and Friday, the way things are going. So, but I do want you all ready. And I'll be back tomorrow for anxiety class. Friday, last days. Y'all have a good night. Bye.